Good afternoon, viewers of Voice of Canada, with my co host Kavita Metha and our regular weekly popular talk show, Voice of Canada, produced by Awaz TV Network, TV Entertainment, Mississauga. We welcome you all to our show. We have a very dynamic teen guest from Calgary. Her name is Yuna Padua. She is a wonderful, talented, multitasking teen. She has come via the Skype, and we are taking her interview to get to know her because we are planning to propose to her for next year to join our platform and do one international pageant as well from Toronto as well as from Calgary. So welcome, Yana. How are you today?
Hi, I'm so grateful to be here. How are
It's a
you?
pleasure.
Great.
Tell us about yourself, little bit more about yourself.
I am 14 years old from Calgary, Alberta, and I love doing sports, getting involved with music, and pageantry and modeling is one of my favorite activities to do. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
I was really amazed to read your bio when I got it that you started the pageantry at the age of 5. Am I right?
Yes.
That's
yes.
wonderful. That
Thank you
that
so
means that means that the pageantry is in your blood.
Definitely.
And I know lots of Filipino friends I've got all over here as well as in other parts of Canada. They're all very talented.
Yeah, thank you.
They love dancing, they love singing, they are full of life, and they are very hardworking.
Yes.
So were you born in Canada, Yana?
Yes, I was born here in Canada.
See, you are a proud Canadian citizen.
Yes.
We just celebrated Happy Canada Day on July 1st. What
Yes.
did you do on July 1st? Did you raise our flag? Did you enjoy our birthday of Canada?
Yes, I did some activities. I hung out with some of my friends and got ice cream. It was a very fun day celebrating our Canada. It was fun.
Good. I like your spirit and nationalism for Canada. My co-host Kavita Metha will start the formal interview with question number 2. Go ahead.
Okay, again, I'd like to welcome Yuna Padua from Calgary, who's just 14 years old and doing very great things in her tender
Hi.
age for young girls empowerment, which is very awesome. On behalf of our main host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla, and myself, Kavita Metha, we welcome you to our show, Voice of Canada. I'd like you to start. You are a student of grade 8 in a Calgary school. Talented, multitasking. Just touch base a little bit again. How did you start your first pageant, and what was it?
What motivated you to put your footstep in pageantry?
So I started pageantry at the age of 5, and my grandmother enrolled me into a pageant because I was very interested in it. I became obsessed with being on stage and sharing my opinion on worldviews with others. Then my first pageant was Miss All Canadian Girl, based here in Canada.
Wow, nice.
Awesome. To inform our viewers of Voice of Canada that you are a multilingual girl. You speak both our languages, Canadian languages, which is English and French. You are a French immersion student also. But at the same time, I really marvel because being a Filipino, you know your mother tongue Tagalog very well.
Yes.
So do you speak in Tagalog in the house?
So I don't speak it as much in the house, but I like to speak it to my friends when I can, so I can remember the language without having.
Definitely. Lovely. So do keep speaking your mother tongue, which is Tagalog, and whenever you meet your Filipino friends and all that, you keep on practicing the language. It's a very sweet language.
Yes.
And I love it because I hear a lot over here in Toronto and our GTHA cities. They all speak Tagalog only.
Yeah.
And how do you like in French? Can you easily, fluently speak in French? Write French?
Yes.
You can speak.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle le français.
See, you know French. Go ahead.
So also, I noticed from your bio that you entered, and you just mentioned you were 5 years old when you entered your first pageant, and that was about 9 years ago. And you love to do charity work. So, what are the causes that you are mostly inspired for, and who is your inspiration?
I really love donating to the Love with Humanity Foundation, which gives out free food, clothing, and does books. So they're in like little houses beside their own house, and then they give out free food and clothing and books. My inspiration for that was seeing so many homeless people in our streets, and I saw that no one was doing much about it. So I believe that if I'm giving funds and giving my time to this organization, then that means more people can do the same.
Definitely.
You are a wonderful human being. At this age, you think for helping others. I really salute you from Toronto for the
Thank
work
you.
you are doing in your charity and the way that you think. You have got a very high thinking. You will go a long way.
Thank you.
You tell our viewers of Voice of Canada, you have got some wonderful hobbies like badminton you play, you do dancing, and you even, I think you even swim, you sing, and
Play
you
the
do
violin.
modeling, you do pageantry. So how you manage everything plus your studies? Studies are there, going to school.
So what I like to do is don't book things that affect your studies, but I also find time for myself so I can have the motivation to do the other things like charity work. But studying is something you can do day and night, but it's also something that you need to learn to manage. So reviewing once in a while, maybe 30 minutes every day, will ensure you that you can pass all of your tests or exams, and that's how I ensure my good grades and good flexible schedule.
How much interest you take in volleyball? It's a very strenuous game.
I love volleyball because it is a very exhausting game.
Exhausting and a tough game. It gives the whole body the exercise when you play volleyball. And being a girl, I think you are really a strong young girl.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Come on, go ahead.
I
Go
really
ahead.
like volleyball because everyone is involved in a sport and everyone has a
It's a team
chance
play.
to everyone has a chance to have a good play and score a point. But I also like volleyball and many other sports because it distracts me from maybe some stress that I'm having or relieves some stress that I'm feeling.
Definitely. You remove your stress immediately by playing volleyball.
Okay, coming back to the charity part, we gather you have been a true champion of some of the real charities and even fundraise some funds for a hospital and some stuff as well for children. Tell us about that.
Like I've said before, as well as the IWF, which is the International Wheelchair Foundation, which young children do to raise funds and money for wheelchairs so that they can send them to the Philippines for people who can't afford them.
Awesome.
Very nice.
We'll be taking a short break and we'll be with you soon. Welcome back, listeners of Voice of Canada. In our popular weekly talk show, Voice of Canada, our today's co-host is Kavita Metha. We have a very, very dynamic young teen from Calgary. She is a wonderful multitasking young girl who is full of aspirations, who has started pageantry at the age of 5. She plays so many sports. She's multilingual and she's full of zeal to conquer the world because it's her time now to be the next queen. And God willing, in 2023 or maybe by end of this year, we may invite her to Toronto to participate from our platform. So we really look forward to work with you. Inform your grandma and your mom also. And definitely one will accompany you to Toronto whenever we call you. And we will really love to have you because you are an inspiration not only to young teens or youth, but you are the inspiration to the ladies as well as the young ones also. To see you do such a great work. So welcome back, Yana.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure. Okay, you are with us, and we are feeling really, really excited to have such a young guest. I think in my 60 shows, you have been my youngest guest today. Huh? Because up till now, I interviewed the politicians, the diplomats, the beauty queens, the Miss category, but not a teen. Though I interviewed 2 Filipino queens from Toronto. So
Wow.
I took their interviews and they were fantastic. They did really well. And they are currently doing international platforms. So it's a pleasure to talk to a teen who is so enlightened, who is so mature.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Go ahead.
So, Yuna, we see that you have won the award of Face of the Year and also was honored to walk the SCI fashion show, Girl, at the expo. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Explain in detail what was expo and you're the face of the...
So for Face of the Year, it's an award that a pageant gives every year to a lucky girl. And this award is given to a girl who has had many accomplishments in the pageant world and photogenic in a sense. That's why they call it Face of the Year. But for SCI, I walked their Spring Fashion Week. And the This Girl Can Expo was the expo to show that girls can do whatever they set their mind to.
Definitely.
That was the message.
The sky is the limit for our Canadian teen and youths. You know that. Whatever you wish to achieve in your heart, you can do here in Canada. There are no restrictions over here, you know?
Yeah, I believe that there may be some restrictions all across the world, but I believe that if people set
genuine restrictions are not there. You have got a wonderful supporting parents. You have got a wonderful grandma that they all support you in all your endeavors. So you must not talk even of restrictions. There are no restrictions on you. The sky is the limit. Always think that way. And we are also here for you in Toronto. Whenever you need any promotion, anything, you can just pick up a phone or send a line to me.
Definitely.
For any advice, we are always there for you to promote you. Because Calgary is not far off. I was there judging a pageant during 2018. I came to Edmonton in Alberta. And I judged a very big pageant of about 600 guests were there for dinner. And we even had the federal member of parliament from Edmonton. So I recall that the ladies from Alberta, especially Edmonton and Calgary, they are truly talented.
Yes, thank you.
And Yana, tell our viewers that you have done something about mental health. Mental health issue emerged very strongly during the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, lots of people suffered mental health, not only the students, not only the housewives, not only the young men working. They all suffered because there was so much of tension. Okay, what is going to happen? It was a depression everywhere. In every step of life we used to take, there was a fear of COVID-19. So lots of people suffered a lot because many were unemployed and there were so many reasons. Then those who lost their near and dear ones, that was one of the anxiety. Then there was an anxiety for our seniors who were in senior homes and all. So it was terrible. Things had shut down. There was a heavy shortages in our markets, and we faced real hard times, which we had not even dreamt of. Canada will undergo such a long pandemic of 2 years.
So what are your views on it?
So what are your views and what all you did to help the mental health issue?
So I believe that if I have a big platform, then I should make my platform that screams across all nations. So my pageant platform is mental health awareness. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, the mass majority of people were struggling to do even daily activities because they had such a big fear of this, of COVID-19. So with this, I can show that we can emerge from the ashes like a phoenix, and we can survive even another 2 years of the pandemic if we learn to stick together, if we learn about how we feel to each other. Then I think that's how we can make the world's mental health better.
Yuna, as you have taken up this task of mental health, think peacefully after today's interview and jot down in what areas you need help to further your charity and your cause. And write to me your email, ask your mama, ask your grandma to write what your proposal is. And wherever we can help you, we will definitely also suggest a project for you to be done in Calgary.
Thank you so much.
And I will try to connect you. My current queen is in Calgary. She's the queen from Canada for Nobel Queen International, and I will connect you with her. And you will be definitely, she will empower you. After today's interview, I'll send her a message and give you your contact. To contact you, you speak to her. She's a wonderful person who won for Canada. And she came to assist me when I came to Edmonton, all the way from Calgary. She's very talented. She last year also, prior to pandemic, she did a fashion show in Calgary. So I will also tell her next time when you organize, host anything, definitely call you and involve you in the projects.
Thank you so much.
Good idea. Yeah.
So we will do our best to promote you in your home base. Don't worry. I know people from your province. Go ahead.
Thank you.
So, moving forward, please tell our viewers of the show about your involvement in the International Wheelchair Foundation.
So I am a youth ambassador in the International Wheelchair Foundation for a team called Rays of Hope, and it consists of my family members, sisters, cousins, relatives who collect funds through bottle drives, auctions, garage sales. So we do what we can to raise money so that we can send even more wheelchairs out to the people in the Philippines who need it.
So team of Ray of Hopes must be having how many members up till now enrolled?
So I believe
approximately. Is it a big organization?
So there's actually multiple teams in the IWF, and they all have an ambassador. So it's not just like one big thing, it's multiple young kids who are getting involved. So if I were to say my own team, Rays of Hope, probably 10 to 15 members, but I know other youth ambassadors have many more as well. So it's not just us, but it's the mass majority of them.
Is it connected in Philippines also, or it's a Canadian thing only?
It's connected to the Philippines as well.
Filipinos as well. Oh, very good. You all are really very talented. You all always involve your motherland in so many projects and all. How many times have you been to Philippines?
Only once.
Oh my God, in 14 years, tell your mama to take you to Philippines. It's a very beautiful. A person like me has been to Philippines. Can you believe?
How?
I have traveled your whole province of Luzon. You won't believe that. I've been to the Mayon volcano
Wow.
and all the places, very, very popular places. And when I went, I was a foreign exchange student to
Oh,
Philippines
wow.
Oh, wow.
for 9 months.
Wow.
And I traveled a lot. I even went to Cebu. It's so beautiful that I still remember Philippines and the warm hospitality I got from the people of Philippines.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, we see you are involved in so many humanitarian activities in the charities, and you're a grade 8 student going towards high school, right? How, I know you've answered this, touch base a little bit more. How do you manage everything?
How do you adjust your time from morning till evening? Tell us your program, a daily program.
So I wake up pretty early when it's a school day. Then I wake up at 6:30 because I have to drop off my sister to her school, then come,
Wow.
and then go to my school. And then at around 9, I start school, and then 3:40 it ends. I come back home, rest, then study. It's really important that you rest because then you have you have motivation to study and keep up the good grades.
Definitely.
So,
That's the right way. Okay, once you come from school, take rest, you get up fresh, and you can study more and continue your evening activities till you go to bed in the night.
yes.
Tell our viewers of Voice of Canada, they are very interested. Okay, what are your career plans? In future, what would you like to become? We'll be taking a short break and we'll be with you soon. Welcome back, listeners of Voice of Canada, in our popular weekly talk show, Voice of Canada. You're 14 years, it's a bit early. You may change 2-3 times your vision of what to become, but do you have any plans in your mind?
Yes, I do. I want to become some sort of surgeon, specifically a
Wow.
plastic surgeon, because I think it may be a controversial topic because people might think it's unethical, but if a person is taking
What kind of surgeon you want to become?
a plastic surgeon.
Plastic surgery is not a controversial. Plastic surgery business is thriving.
Yeah.
In Colombia
Yeah.
and Brazil especially. And you won't believe the plastic surgery is very, very costly here in Canada too.
Yeah.
You get my point. So it's not a controversial at all, and never use the word controversial, because for Canadians, whatever you wish to do, whatever you wish to fulfill in your heart, you can do it.
Yes.
We are a very, very open-minded country. We respect everybody's opinion and views.
Definitely. Yeah.
And we highly respect our women and our children in Canada. We give the
Yes.
highest respect to our women and children. And that's why I was so particular when I was finalizing your interview. I immediately got the consent letter from your mom, though I am fully aware, because I remember 2016 also, I had taken a teen who was just 15 years old to London with me. And
Oh, wow.
we fulfill all the requirements at the airport and everywhere. And the mom also came. She also thoroughly enjoyed how her daughter performed, and she did really, really well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we really care about our children and women in Canada. You must have seen that.
Yes.
Would you like to say something on women and children? Do you feel totally safe in Canada, or you feel any fear or anything?
I think that I feel very safe here in Canada. I think the only fear is coming from maybe the struggles that are happening outside of Canada that may arise here, but I have faith that we can keep the peace in Canada.
Yeah, we can always keep in mind that we are about 192 nationalities from around the world. Canada is the largest multicultural country in the world.
And growing.
And fast growing. And for your knowledge, currently we are 38.5 million population of Canada. Out of which, see, I'm giving you some knowledge also. A large community of Filipinos are 2.5 million in Canada.
Yes.
So it's a very, very encouraging thing that your community is over here and they are spread all over Canada, not only in Toronto, not only in GTA, but in all the provinces we see Filipinos doing the
Yes.
best and helping in the economy of Canada.
Yes.
And we are always keep in mind that we are the best in the world. You are a Canadian born of Filipino origin, but I count you as my proud Canadian daughter. My daughter is older than you, but I consider you as my younger daughter.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Okay, now that you see everything is going back to normal after 2 years of COVID-19 pandemic, what are your plans for 2022, 2023? Are you planning to do some more pageants within Calgary, Alberta, or are you going to go to other provinces in Canada?
So for pageantry, I have yet to find an international pageant that I would like to attend. I'm always open-minded to joining more pageants, but for now, I'd like to keep my schedule flexible because then more opportunities can arise and come to me. But always ready to take on any pageant or modeling thing like that.
Yeah, we will offer you. And I saw in the news also that you are working with a Filipino organizer who is a great friend of mine from Calgary.
Oh.
He's known to me very well.
Yes.
So he's a good man. Do his event, whatever event he's organizing. That I had inquired from your grandma, and she said yes. I said I'm very happy. She's joining good people with experience, and she's going to gain some good experience with this team because he has done a very, very successful pageants. And whenever you happen to see him, give my regards. That you were in my show. He knows me very well.
Okay, for sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, like Asphandiar was mentioning that there is a big population of the Filipino community, about 2.5 million all over Canada. What would you say to that, and how do you think they are playing a vital role in contributing to our Canadian economy?
So I believe that, yes, us Filipinos are doing a good job of working and representing our culture. But I also believe that any other race can do the same. So it's not just one, it's everyone here in Canada, around the world. We can all contribute to our society in a good way.
Very good answer, definitely.
A good answer. I would say your community is doing really, really well. They're contributing a lot because I'm involved in the outreach with the Filipino community. And within a few weeks' time, we are going to have the Consul General of Philippines, who has just taken over in Toronto, based in Toronto, to be my guest in my diplomatic series. And I've already invited him, and he was busy this week. He was going to Winnipeg with some delegation. So within a couple of weeks in my show, he will be here with us, and we will be asking him lots of questions. And just last month, I met him at a Filipino event, and I'd already communicated my wishes to him that he will be doing really, really good, really vibrant communities there, and he participates very well. And I still love the way he wears all lovely barongs. Now my barong has gone tight. I'm looking for a new barong because when I was in Philippines, I did get a beautiful barong. So now, God willing, I'll be finding it in Toronto only. There are barongs available over here, and they look really, really elegant.
Yeah, they do.
Do you wear your ethnic Filipino costumes and all?
Of course. Every time I'm at a Filipino event or even in some pageants, I will wear traditional Filipino clothing to represent my culture.
Sure, definitely.
Very
Your culture is a very rich culture. Remember that. And here in Toronto, we have got lots of festivities of Philippines community doing it, like the Taste of Manila, which is a very, very annual event. For 2 years, we could not had the opportunity, but this year we are going to taste and enjoy the festivities of Taste of Manila. You must have heard about it, that it happens near Bathurst and Wilson. And your
Yes.
whole community participates, and we happen to get all the good foods, all the varieties from the Filipino culture. And then there is a live stage, and all the artists performs also.
Wow.
And we have got
Yes.
three divas over here. We call them a Filipino divas. And I already invited two of them. They came for my show. They sang. They gave the interview, and they are doing wonderfully well. And they are both grooming, empowering youth.
That's good.
One of the divas who sing and is very popular, I don't mind taking a name. Her name is Josie de Leon. She run a JDL School of Arts. She has two branches, one in Mississauga and one in Scarborough. And
Very
she
nice.
has, in 10 years' time, she has wonderfully, I think she has trained hundreds of students, not only Filipinos, but all Canadian students.
Very nice.
Trained them very well. And only last month, we attended a 10th year anniversary celebrations where I met the Consul General of Philippines also. Then you must be knowing or not knowing, in what you call Ontario, now we have the first member of parliament from your community,
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Richie Valdez. She's also very close to me. She came to our show. She gave 2 interviews here. And she's a fantastic young blood, young lady who is full of inspiration. So whenever you are here in Toronto, I'll definitely make it a point to take you to our office so you can feel proud that you may have met a Canadian MP who is of Filipino origin.
Thank you so much.
And I will definitely convey your warm regards and just tell her when I meet next time that there is a very young, talented girl from Calgary. If whenever she comes here, she will pay a courtesy call on her.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Go ahead.
So, due to lack of time right now, we're going to be soon completing our interview this afternoon with you. And we really look forward to seeing you again when you have more feathers in your cap, which is ongoing. Give us a conclusion comment, something inspirational, something that you would like to give the girls, the youth from your part.
With your experience, what you would like to tell them? See, now the young generation of your age, they are nervous. They are scared to come forward at this age. So just tell them, in Canada, don't stop. Keep doing.
Yes. So to everyone watching, I would like to let you know, don't let your mentality stop you from doing great things. I think it's better to move on from the past and learn from it than to dwell on the situation you're in now. People are here to support you, not bring you down. So if they are, just do amazing things and prove them wrong. That's what I'd like to say.
Definitely. You
Perfect.
keep a good company, get to know good people, and improve your circle.
Yeah.
That is the best way to progress in life over here in Canada.
And stay positive.
Yeah, and stay positive and always keep your personality as introvert, not introvert, extrovert.
Yes.
So you can speak, you can freely express yourself, because our Canadian Charter of Rights guarantees each and every citizen of Canada or an immigrant freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of religion.
Yes.
So there is no stoppage. Whatever you wish to practice, whichever religion you want to practice, go ahead. Whatever your ideas are, float. Don't get stopped in any way.
Yes.
Because there are lots of people to support you, guide you, and you can really achieve whatever you desire.
Yes.
So with that, we'll be taking leave from our audience, as well as we thank you. We thank your family, your mom, your grandma, for arranging this interview for us. And it was a real pleasure to have you in our show. My youngest guest, I would say. I would label you as my youngest guest. I recorded over 60, 65 episodes of Voice of Canada, and you are my youngest guest. So let's hope we will work together, whatever projects comes, whatever way. Let me think that this year, which platform we are going to do. We have just concluded Mrs. Universe Canada, Our girl has arrived from Seoul, Korea last week only. She participated and raised the Canadian flag, and we are so proud of her. And I'm about to start our program for 2022 and 2023. So I will give you a role. So you don't worry. You keep your spirits high, and I'll be in touch with your grandma and to contact you.
Thank you
What
so
we
much.
plan to do and how you can participate from your base in Calgary. With that note, we'll be taking off from our audience. We will be with you next week with another dynamic guest in our show, Voice of Canada, hosted by Asphandiar Wadiwalla. My co-host is Kavita Metha and exclusively produced by Awaz TV Entertainment, Mississauga. So goodbye, viewers of Voice of Canada. Don't forget to watch our show every Saturday at 8 p.m. and see you. Stay well, stay blessed, and goodbye, and God bless you.
Bye.
Bye. Adios.